The reason why we're doing the Agency of the Future project is that it's really time to change. We are in a place, this industry in a state of flux, and we really need to start to look at how we can change this. We know that the reason part of this has happened is that technology has really changed the way that consumers are interacting with brands, and actually brands are really struggling to keep up to date with that and how they can keep up in terms of all the changes that are going on so quickly and so fast. They are really struggling. Agencies are also having similar problems, and in that there's a complete disconnect in what's going on. We're also seeing the rise of startup technology companies, and actually the top 68 startups, excluding Facebook, are now worth over $250 billion, and companies and brands really want to get involved with that. And that's how we got Unilever and Unilever Foundry talking about this at our structuring business for creative technology events last month, and we had a really good turnout. But clients are really desperate to understand how they can work with startups in a much more effective way, and that's where agencies can really step in to help. So this is really showing that what's going on is the era of Mad Men has changed, and actually TV is not having the same cut through anymore, because consumers are using technology in different ways and having really different perspectives and conversations with brands. And actually how we can start to tap into that when, say in the US, smartphone users are tapping into their phone 150 times per day, really changes the way we have to think and work as agencies. So what this is seeing is that actually agencies and clients are having also real different challenges that they're facing. We're seeing clients sort of needing agencies to showcase different types of work, talk about specialist skills that they have, sourcing and maintaining what talent's going to be coming through these agencies, are all causing friction between clients and agencies. We're also seeing that clients they're overwhelmed by the fact that there's over 14,000, or sometimes 20,000 agencies in the UK alone, and they really understand how can they get the right service from all this. You've also got agencies actually not knowing how to sell their services properly. And when they do, actually the margins that they're looking for are being squeezed out of them, so the lifeblood of the agency is dying. So all this is leading to the fact that we actually need to change. And this is why we came up with this Agency of the Future project. But before actually embarking on the Agency of the Future, we needed to do some desk research to really find out what's going on in this industry. And actually it makes quite fascinating reading and really showcases some of the challenges that this industry faces. Here's just one part of the infographic that we're looking at, which showcases sort of the client and agency disconnect that's going on, and the fact that you've got a quarter of clients don't feel that creativity can solve a business problem anymore, or the fact that actually you've got marketers really needing to demonstrate commercial success, but they don't believe that the agencies can do that at this moment in time. So some of these are really sort of fascinating, and the report that we're going to be sending out demonstrates this even further and showcases that there are some real challenges that this industry faces, and that's why we need to think about this Agency of the Future project. So when we get to the report, you're going to be circulating the report early next week. But what we wanted to do is actually the data the statistics that we've got led to leading to 4 hypotheses that we needed to think about. The first one is actually turning up the rule book, and this is looking about how agencies operate, how they're structured, it could be how they source talent, and actually starting to think about that, answer that debate. We're also thinking about creativity in the age of procurement is another area that we're looking at, and this is actually about bringing back value into the relationship, not in terms of the whole relationship, but also actually the output that we produce. We've also got to prove it and shout about it, and this is talking about bringing marketing effectiveness into everything that we do. Every agency should be, anything that they produce should have some sort of ROI metric attached to it, or do we need to create new models to actually help clients prove the value that they need? And then the final one is about building the path to collaboration, and this is about bringing trust back into the relationship, about how can we collaborate better together to make sure that we can actually really move it forward and actually build what this industry can do forward. So the next steps of this project is we'll be sharing the report with members at the beginning of next week. Simon has written an article which we're going to be pushing out to the press and putting into the Guardian. And then we're going to be starting with these 4 hypotheses. We're going to be starting getting clients involved, industry specialists involved, agency members involved, in actually debating this. But what we don't want it to be is this sort of look at us debating about it, which is what Scott said is not what the MAA is about, but it's about bringing actions and insights and actually tools to the rest of the membership so that actually they can start to take the actions they need. It's not about this is a one-size-fits-all agency, it's about actually taking the things that are right for you and bringing them back into your agency. So please do watch out for the report that's coming out, and also please do participate in the rest of the project as it moves forward.